today I'm going to be trying out some new supplies. I got these. I'm not going to try to pronounce these. Here's the brand. These little wax pastels and some Artex acrylic markers for my birthday, which was last weekend. So today I just want to mess around and try them out. I have tried them out here. I just did this at university earlier this week. And yeah, I'm just going to draw some more fruit. I'm not sure if I'll try out both today. I at least want to try out these wax pastels and just like make some more fruit like this. But yeah, maybe I'll make a separate video for the Artex markers. Maybe I'll do it today, who knows. But yeah, that is the plan for this video. So I did Google it, and I believe it's Caran dash, or like that's like I guess the most English way to say it because it's a French name. But I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that in the French way. But I believe it's Caran dash. And these are wax pastels. Don't ask me what that means. I don't know anything about pastels because I think I have a tiny pack of oil pastels in Norway. I don't know if I ever actually tried them out. I've had them for a few years. All these more messy and harder to control mediums have always been kind of intimidating to me. If you've watched any of my painting videos, I've talked about how like watercolor and stuff like that has always been really intimidating to me, and like inks and stuff, just because it is so unpredictable, and I feel like there's such little control over these mediums, and I feel like pastels are kind of in the same genre, not quite like watercolors I guess, but to me it's like it's not as precise and easy to use and predictable as other mediums that I like to use, such as digital art or markers or pencils, because those are the materials that I'm familiar and comfortable with. I am studying illustration at university. I'm in my second year now, and we have life drawing sessions every week where we normally work with like chalk, charcoal, and sometimes some pastels. And I think all these sessions have made me want to experiment more with these types of materials, because these are all the things that I would avoid, because to me they're more in the unpredictable side. I mean, it smudges, it's hard to like keep and store if you don't have any fixative, and I never had any fixative, so I never bothered with these types of materials. But like the smudging always kind of put me off, especially the like oil pastels that I've been using in life drawing. I have been enjoying that, like the more softer tools, I guess. So I thought that I'd try out these wax pastels. I feel like they'd be good for like just loose and experimental sketchbook sketching, because at the end of the day, like one of the biggest things that I've kind of learned through my 2 years studying illustration at university is to just step out of my comfort zone, and I want to be loose and experimental and messy, and I want to put marks down on the paper and not know where it's gonna end up, you know? Like I'm trying to think big movements, and I don't know, think more in terms of maybe shapes and colors rather than like just line. I'm not sure if any of this makes sense. But yeah, I didn't actually know what these were when because I wished for them for my birthday. So my mom bought them for me last weekend. It's a brand that I've definitely seen a lot. I've gotten some like TikTok videos of people using this brand. So when I saved them, I didn't know that they were specifically wax pastels, and I don't really know what the difference between wax and oil pastels are, other than, you know, one's made of wax and one is oil based. Other than that, I don't really know what the difference is and how you should be using it differently. So that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out in this video, I guess. So the first thing I noticed about these wax pastels is that they're not soft like oil pastels are. They're more hard, kind of like it kind of reminds me of adult crayons. I think that's the best way I can describe it. So I feel like it reminds me kind of more of pencils rather than like oil pastels, but thicker and still softer than a pencil. So yeah, adult crayons is like the best way to describe it. It's crayons if crayons weren't so unbelievably not good. So yeah, I decided to draw some fruit. I have no experience with drawing fruit. I've pretty much been drawing like portraits and characters my entire life. Yeah, actually I've never drawn fruit before, so I just thought, why not, you know? So I sketched out all the different fruits in yellow, and yeah, I started with a pear. This ended up being my favorite drawing. It's very light and sketchy, and I feel like it kind of has a colored pencil aesthetic, and I actually really like that, especially as someone who never really enjoyed using colored pencils. Yeah, I love the way the pear turned out. I was very like light and gentle with all my marks. I carefully built up my colors, like working from light to dark. But yeah, I mean, the point of this video is to experiment, isn't it? So I did draw these fruits in kind of different ways, and yeah, I figured out what worked and didn't work for me and what styles I like most, and the pear is definitely the winner. Next up, I did grapes. I'm not sure if you can see it yet in the video, but this was my second fruit, and this is where I kind of learned my first mistake, which is working from dark to light. There's not much else to say about the grapes. I kind of hated the grapes at first, but I have a new enemy now. So the grapes actually don't look that bad in comparison to a fruit I draw later on in this video. Next up, I had the mango, and I do like it. I just wish it was more like the pear. I definitely think it's one of my stronger drawings of this session. I just think it would have been better if I'd kept it very light and kind of like kept that pencil aesthetic like with the pear. I think that would have been better, but you know. I wasn't sure how much I could actually like smooth out, because you can't really, or I don't think, did I try? I can't remember now. It doesn't really like smudge the same way as oil pastels, so I couldn't really blend it. If anyone knows how to blend with wax pastels, like that'd be extremely helpful. If there's some kind of like medium or something that you need to blend it out, let me know, because I don't really know how to blend it, and therefore I ended up with the same thing that I always hated with colored pencils as well, which is that the pencils can't really dig into like the grain of the paper, if that makes sense. So you're left with like all these little white dots of paper that you just can't really get like the lead into, and I hate that. I don't like it. It's the same thing that pisses me off with colored pencils, and is the reason why I don't really use colored pencils. Maybe that's just me being unfamiliar with the mediums. Maybe there's a way to avoid that. But yeah, I think that's why the pear one works so well, because it's so light that like you can't really tell that I have all these little white specks of paper in it, you know? Like, I don't know. Next up was the strawberry, which is public enemy number 1. I hate the strawberry. Oh my god, it's so ugly. Oh, it makes me so angry. I hate the strawberry so much. Yeah, if I was gonna draw a strawberry with wax pastels, I should have just drawn it bigger. But obviously I didn't know this going into these drawings, because I've never used wax pastels before. But yeah, the details were just way too small. I couldn't do it with like, I just couldn't do it with the wax pastels. Like, it would have been one thing to use like sharpened pencils, like get into those like small details, but I could not do it with the wax pastels. Also, is there a way to sharpen wax pastels? Please let me know, because I don't know what to do to like make it nice and sharp again. Not that it was ever very sharp, but like I still want that like edge. So yeah, I worked on the strawberry for so long, but oh, I hate it. So bad. And lastly, I did some blueberries, which is another favorite. So I feel like I kind of learned from my mistakes with the grapes, and I worked from light to dark instead of trying to get those like dark crooks in first. Unfortunately, my phone did die while I was recording this, so you don't see the whole process. I do apologize. But yeah, I think the blueberries is probably my second favorite. And yeah, I do love these pastels. I think I probably won't work with them so much on like drawings like I've done today. I'll probably just keep using it more for like just sketching. I think it'd be great because like it's a tiny little container, isn't it? You know, with just a few colors, and I think it'd be practical to bring with you if you're drawing on location or you're going out to sketch. And yeah, because I don't really like sketching with just a normal pencil anymore. And so for the past like 2 years, pretty much all my sketches have been done in like pen and stuff, because it helps me be more loose and more free with my sketches. But yeah, I actually think that these could work even better for sketches, because you could get some colored, you can get some colored sketches, and you can work like thicker as well, not just a little ballpoint pen. I just think these would be great for things like life drawing, or just normal sketchbook sessions, or going out and drawing on location, which is the main reason why I wanted these. I do also want to make a video on the Artex acrylic markers. so hopefully I can get to that soon as well. And I actually also did buy some oil pastels because I saw that they were like £10 on Amazon, and I was like, wow, what a steal. So I did buy them. There were like 48 colors as well, or something like that, I think. So that was an insane price for some oil pastels. So I figured, what the hell, I'll try that out as well. So yeah, hopefully these will be some upcoming videos. To what I've been up to lately, I finished the Book of Azrael, and now I'm reading the last Harry Potter book. In terms of games, I've been playing Infinity Nikki, like always, and then I've been playing Capybara Go, which is a mobile game. Me and my partner, we love playing these like silly mobile games where we can try to beat each other, like come farther than the other and like be stronger. And yeah, I actually just tried Repo for the first time last night with my partner, so we'll probably be trying that over the weekend as well. Other than that, art-wise, I have still been working on my children's book because there is a competition coming up like end of April that I would like to submit this for, and I'm also working now on my FMP, or my final major project for university. So yeah, because of that, I have a lot of big art stuff that I'm working on, and I can't really afford to be spending too much time on personal projects at the moment. So yeah, for videos I might just have to keep doing quick stuff like this, or just make videos out of like my FMP and stuff like that, because I really need to work on these stuff. It's my last little sprint of the school year because I end beginning of April. So yeah, I've got some stuff I gotta finish. And then I'll be heading back home to Norway in April, and I'll be there for 2 weeks. So hopefully I can just stock up on a lot of content while I'm there, because after that I'm coming back to the UK. I have a concert in early May, and then shortly after I am going with my partner and his family on vacation, and we're going to be away for 3 weeks, and then we're going to come back to the UK, and I'm going to spend some time here until my boyfriend's ready to come with me to Norway. He'll stay with me for a few weeks, then he'll fly back to England, and I'll then stay in Norway for the summer, and then I can get back into a routine. So because of that, I don't really know what my next few months are gonna look like in terms of social media content and like just art, because say when I'm on vacation, I don't know realistically how much work I can get done. So I'm hoping that I can stock up on content beforehand. May and June will be 2 very busy months for me. So if you guys enjoy these types of videos, let me know and I can try to do more. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. I just forgot that. But I woke up this morning. I'm recording this on the Friday before this video comes out, so it's 3 days before this video comes out. No, it's not. It's 2 days. And yeah, when I woke up this morning, I had 1,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much for that. If you guys are interested in my art, you can go follow me on TikTok as well, where I, post a little bit more frequently. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.